As you age, muscle isn't the ultimate goal, it's the side effect. The prize? Durability, because anyone can grow, but only the built to last survive. If you're smart, you're not chasing the pump in the gym. You're too busy reinforcing the support beams behind every lift and every flex. Because here's the reality. Your joints, tendons, and connective tissues, that's the infrastructure. The deep architecture holding your muscle machinery together. Muscle, it gets all the glory, but it's the tendons and the joints that keep you in the game. You see, muscle moves you. Tendons and joints, they keep you from falling apart. Train for muscle only, yeah, you'll be strong until something tears. But train for structure now, and you'll be unbreakable, not just for the year, but for decades to come. Let me ask you a question. Are you building a body, or are you just pumping up a balloon? While you ponder that question, let me introduce myself. I'm Simon H, Muscle After 50 coach. And in today's video, we're going to strike at the core of intelligent longevity training. You're going to discover 5 science-backed joint and tendon strengthening strategies you can add to your gym sessions so that you're not only building that surface strength and muscle, you're building and strengthening that structural wiring beneath the muscle you see. Now, strategy number 5 is your full insurance policy and probably the smartest way to load and strengthen your joints, your tendons, connective tissue, bone, muscle, all without destroying them in the process. You ready? Come on, let's grow. Okay, before I give you the first strategy, let me put this in some context. Most people lift weights like they're just checking off a tick box. You've got the fast reps, the sloppy form, and most people are chasing a pump like it's 1999. That kind of lifting only builds that surface level, the show muscle. It does little to reinforce that deep scaffolding underneath your joints, your tendons, and your connective tissue. And when that foundation is weak, it's just a matter of time before pain, inflammation, or injury comes tapping you on the shoulder and pulls you out the game. That's why real muscle and strength after 50 doesn't come from just doing what everyone else is doing. It comes from training smarter and more intentional. Now, I just want you to think about that for a second, because if it was just a matter of moving a weight from A to B like everyone else, everybody would have super strong joints, ligaments, and tendons. And you wouldn't experience or hear other people talking about nagging issues. If you want to remain strong and injury-free well into old age, we have to stop training like we're 20 and start building like we're going to be 80 tomorrow. Okay, before I start, all the research papers that I used are in the show notes. So take a gander in your own time. Now, strategy number 1. We have slow eccentrics, the part that most guys rush. Usually you see people going up and down like this. But when you slow down your lifts, say like anywhere from 3 to 10 seconds on the lowering, you create a deep tendon tension. That's the kind of tension that triggers collagen remodeling and makes tendons tougher. So when you next train, practice slowing down your eccentric portion of the movement. Research out of Denmark shows that eccentric training increases tendon stiffness and collagen synthesis. In plain English, you're not just lifting, you're laying down stronger tissue with every repetition. Strategy number 2, loaded isometric training. Think wall sits, or any movement where the muscle is generating force in the fully lengthened position. You see, you're building joint integrity where it counts, under pressure. Start with, say, 10 seconds and work your way gradually up till you're holding an isometric hold for a minute. A 2017 study confirmed that isometrics significantly increase tension stiffness. That's joint armor, and it's built without wear and tear. Okay, strategy number 3, and we're going for training through a fuller range of motion. Now, no ego lifting here, so we'll have to put that to the side because we may have to lighten the load. So if we were doing a press, we'll be pulling it, instead of stopping here, we'll be pulling it all the way back here, getting a fuller range of motion. If we're talking about a shoulder press now, notice I've got my elbows in front, that's just to save the shoulders. We'll be coming all the way down here and pushing it up. Talking about squats, we wouldn't stop at parallel. We would go arse to grass. A fuller range of motion that builds your joint mobility and stability. And most importantly, if you don't use that range, you're gonna lose it. Strategy number 4, auxiliary reps or pulses. These are pulses near the end range of a motion. This isn't bouncing, this is targeted tension that lights up the stabilizers and floods the area with blood. So here's an example. If I just finished a set of presses, I finished my set of presses, oh look, I'm going full range of motion. Done my last reps. Now I'm going to do 5 pulses, quarter pulses. So from here to the top. If it was a curl, I've just finished my last full repetition, and now I'm going to do quarter reps or pulses. This is like pumping joint lube and nutrients into the area on demand. So at the end of a normal set, say you just finished a normal set of curls, try 3 to 5 controlled pulses. Okay, strategy number 5, I call this the forgotten phase, because everyone wants to talk about the eccentric portion of a movement because it's like the golden child of muscle building and tension training. But slowing down the concentric portion of a lift absolutely contributes to bone density, joint stability, and tendon strength. But it does this in a slightly different way than the concentric portion of the movement. You see, most people explode through that concentric to move the weight. But here's what they miss. Slowing down the concentric, which is that lifting portion, promotes number 1, better bone health and growth. Bones don't care about how fast you move the weight. They care about force and duration. When you slow down the concentric, you increase time under tension, especially compressive and shear force that stimulate bone building cells. This is huge for bone density, especially in older lifters. Slower lifts equals more time under tension, which equals greater bone loading force. Now, higher strain under load, that's the spark that triggers new bone formation. The second benefit of controlled concentric lifting is joint integrity through controlled motor patterns. Now, what do I mean? Well, think of it this way. Fast concentric lifts often lead to compensatory patterns. You shift, you twist, you bounce without even realizing it. Slowing the concentric creates motor control and precise muscle recruitment, meaning the load stays in the joint sweet spot, not on the edges where wear and tear lives. And the third reason is tendon adaptation and load accumulation. You see, while tendons are more receptive to eccentric loading, they still need total load exposure, and slowing down that concentric portion doubles the time they're under strain. Now think of it like pouring concrete. The eccentric lays the frame, the concentric fills it. A study published in the Journal of Orthopedic and Sport Physical Therapy found that both concentric and eccentric resistance training produce similar improvements in tendon hypertrophy. This suggests that concentric exercises are as effective in promoting tendon adaptation and strength. So here's the deeper wisdom. A deliberate concentric builds mind-muscle tension connection. You're not just lifting or moving a weight, you're commanding it. When you slow the lift up, say for 6 to 10 seconds, pressing upwards, you're forcing the muscle fibers, tendons, and stabilizers to share the burden on the mechanical strain. This helps develop better joint integrity, active control under fatigue, and increase joint awareness. Now, if you want to build muscle and protect your joints, and I hope you do, then let me introduce you to what I teach my clients, and that is slow motion, high intensity training. Yep, 1 to 3 sets per muscle group. No momentum. Slow on the way down. Slow on the way up. That's for maximum muscle recruitment with a focus on progressive overload, which means gradually getting stronger. Now, it will take me a while to show you how to lay out a structured workout program. But if you're ready to start training smarter, because strength and muscle as you age isn't just about lifting more weight, it's about lifting it in the right way, then click the link in the show notes. Remember, the warhorse of strength is your tendons and joints. They deserve center stage if you want to train pain-free for decades to come. Peace.
We interrupt this program to bring you an important announcement.
When you download our free cheat sheet, not only will you discover the secrets to transforming your body and your life in your 50s faster than you ever imagined, you'll also discover how to gain muscle in your 50s. This will shock you, not only because of how easy it is, but the speed at which you'll see results. You'll also find how to lose weight in your 50s. We'll reveal the method that completely flips everything you thought you knew on its head. No fad diets, no grueling cardio sessions. And if you've been feeling like a dead car battery, it's time to get your energy back. We'll show you how. Now, the link for this free cheat sheet is in the description.